So, there's something I've been wanting to talk about for quite a while that I feel like not enough people are talking about, and that has to do with Nintendo Switch's eShop. As when you're casually browsing the eShop, you find a lot of weird things that don't really fit on Nintendo's eShop, and you'll see what I mean. So, in this video, I just want to casually browse the eShop with you guys and see what findings we may find. You know, we're looking for some games, we're trying to find something that Nintendo might have in store for us on their eShop that we can download, right? Obviously, when you open up the eShop, you see all of Nintendo's main games and the really popular ones. These are all games you can play with the whole family, you know? Most games you would think that you can play on the Switch are games that you could play in front of everybody, you know, not something you'd want to play alone, you know, in your room in the dark. But for some reason, there are a lot of them actually. So if I just go to recent games and think about it, I'm recording this on the day this video will be uploaded. So a lot of games are being released every single day, so many. So just by scrolling, there's going to be so many new games that have just came out this day. Probably all of these games came out today. So it may take a second, but I'm not gonna even be surprised if I find one really quickly. So I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna scroll a bit, just, you know, bear with me. There we go. Okay, it didn't take too long, like I said. And I haven't even prepared for this video. Like, this is something I see every time I open up the eShop and casually browse throughout it. I'm like, what is this game? What is this doing here? This does not fit on a Nintendo eShop, but lo and behold, there it is. So here we got Hentai Girls, a game that you wouldn't think should just be casually there on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And if you look at the images, obviously they're AI generated artwork. It just looks like literally shameless games, not only in the suggestive tones the game has in terms of the game. I mean, it's called Hentai Girls, but even like, yeah, using AI artwork, it's completely shameless, completely effortless, just on the eShop with just, yeah, lewd artwork for the sense of, you know, trying to sell a game. But you know, these games don't have anything. They're not even close to any kind of visual novel. They're just games that exist. And my main gripe isn't the fact that they are suggestive. That is weird, of course, but it's also like, is there no quality assurance or like check for these games before they're published on the eShop? Because this is not a video game. This is literally just AI artwork. So already something stolen of just, you know, random, you know, suggestive looking hentai girls. It's weird to say that, but yeah, that's essentially what they're supposed to be, and it's selling it as a game. Of course, if you've been on Steam, you've probably seen plenty of these. But on Steam, there are filters, you know, where you can age restrict it, have 18 plus games only appear if you let them appear, and you will find a lot of them. But Nintendo doesn't have any sort of filtering or restriction when it comes to locating games like this. They just exist, and it's so weird to me. Like, let's open up Red Deer Games. Like, I guess this is a publisher that probably publishes hentai games, and yeah, as you can see, they have more of them, of course. You know, they got Hentai Stars Ultimate Edition. Oh yeah, I definitely want to check out that. And again, when you open it up, you see shameless AI artwork of just, yeah, girls. That's it. That's essentially the premise of the game. What is the video game? What is the gameplay? I don't know. It's just, you get to look at girls. That's it. It's just super weird and bizarre, and I don't know, am I the only one who thinks this is a bit much to be on the Nintendo Switch? Again, outside of the suggestive tones, these aren't games. Like, I don't even want to buy one to prove to you that they're not games, because I already know I'll be supporting definitely publishers that do not deserve even $1. And yeah, they're charging really low price, but it shouldn't cost anything. It's not even original artwork. It's nothing. It's literally a nothing game. Yet for some reason they're all over the eShop. Like, here, let's actually exit this publisher. I'm sure we'll find another one. Let's go ahead and get real specific with it and see what other games. I'm gonna search only this word. It's something you wouldn't normally search on a Nintendo Switch, but let's search hentai and just see what pops up. I'm just curious, you know. I want to see what other hentai games there are, you know. And I bet if I do, yeah, there'll be plenty. Like, I'm sure there are obviously other words that they name the games by, but yeah, okay, there you go. Endless hentai games, and even some go by anime sexy girl puzzle. Like, what? To me, this is so weird because I mean, obviously, with the Nintendo Switch, it's family friendly. This is something anyone at any age should be able to open. Yet you find games like this, like why? And this also looks like it's AI art. It looks like there's more to do. You could do puzzles, you know. That's cool. I mean, let's be real. Most people who play these games are probably going to be playing one-handed anyways. So having simple gameplay like this, I guess, works out. But these are not really games. They're nothing. It's shameless garbage that somehow makes its way onto the eShop without Nintendo having some sort of quality check to make sure if this game is even worthy to be on the eShop. Let's play a trailer. I'm actually curious what. Okay, sexual content. At least they let you know it's, you know, for 17 plus, but still. Whoa. Okay. So yeah, you could do puzzles. Cool. At least there are 3D models. I can respect that. Obviously, it varies from game to game. Not every hentai game has the same quality to it, but this one seems to have some quality. And by that, I mean, the bar is set so low. To me, this is considered quality for a game like this. But again, it's really a nothing game that shouldn't exist. Yo, just use Google. If you're down this bad, just go to Google. You'll find good games on that. You don't need to download a Switch game with this on it. It's yeah, it's not needed, you know. To me, it's just so hilarious. So here's one anime beauty girl puzzle as well. I guess this kind of is in the same vein of a puzzle style game, but yeah, just so many of these. And again, this would be acceptable if it was on the Steam, you know, shop, but the Switch, really? Like, that's just so weird. It's crazy because Nintendo usually, at least, you know, during the eShop of the Wii U and even the 3DS, there are only so many games that got on it, and they were kind of selective. Now with the Switch, they went in the complete opposite direction. They're letting any and everything end up on it, and it's, yeah, just littering the eShop with pure garbage. Like, these aren't games, hentai tales. What are the tales that I'm gonna get from this? Like, what is the premise of this game? And again, AI art, like, you can tell immediately. So purely shameless, just there's no effort into these games. And again, they're not even games. What is going on here? I don't know. Different publishers, it seems like, 17 Studio. Let's check them out. Let's see what other quality games they might have. Oh, they got Hentai Project. Interesting. Again, and they all look the same. Let's be real. I feel like I opened this game already, but I didn't, right? Because of the AI art, they all look like the exact same game. There is literally no theming to it. It's literally just anime girls that are supposed to look in suggestive, you know, poses, I guess, and that's the game. I can't really tell what this game has in terms of gameplay. I mean, they all seem to say puzzles. I guess putting the picture together is considered a game, but yeah, to me, this is just so weird. And I know I can't be the only one, right? Like, I would love to know what you guys think. And am I, like, you know, overthinking it? Am I overreacting? Or is this just weird to be on the Nintendo Switch? Clearly, they're kind of, you know, abusing some sort of system and are able to put stuff that should not be on the eShop, that don't even deserve the, you know, name game. They're not games, they're just pictures. Yet somehow they're making their way. And again, they're not even original pictures. They're AI. So it's like completely shameless. And okay, this actually looks like a game. Panty Party, I feel like that might actually be a game. But see, the eShop's so laggy. All of these games are literally like slowing down the eShop as well. I mean, I blame the Nintendo Switch's hardware, but still, it's like crazy. Yeah, you can't even open the eShop without it lagging. But I feel like this might actually be a game, as shameless as it may be. Yeah, at least the artwork, and I mean, it has real gameplay to it. So you got these, and it says no hentai. Hey, they even let you know. But you'll find a lot of other stuff that, yeah, just look completely out there, and there's really no reason for it to exist. This should be what you look at in your darkest hours when you're not playing a game, when, you know, This is not stuff that should be littered. But I mean, okay, some of these actually look like games. It's specifically the ones with AI art that you could really tell are just completely fake. And yeah, they shouldn't even be on the eShop whatsoever. We got Elves Christmas hentai puzzle. Like, what is the point of this? Like, come on. I'm actually curious to see what the way you like, are all of these are straight up puzzles? So okay, also at least they let you know it's for adults, but that's not gonna stop a kid from downloading it, right? And okay, at least they pixelate it as well, so there's that. But yeah, how are these even puzzles? Like, they're such big pieces of the art that you can immediately figure out, oh yeah, where does the booba go? Where does the thigh go? It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. They aren't games. They're disguised as games to make their way on here for kids who don't know better to fall victim, I guess, and buy games like this. And I just think it's kind of ridiculous being on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Nintendo definitely needs to do something about this, whether it is some kind of quality check or just not let these games make it on. I mean, I don't think that's saying too much. Like, it is kind of adding too much to the grants. What the hell is this? Okay, so even for furries, and whoa, I think these would be completely, if there weren't for the blocks, these would be completely graphic, right? Like, yeah, it's a bit odd. I mean, at least they're cheap, I guess, but I think maybe that's how they make their money. You know, because you think, oh, I'm not paying much for it, but you're literally getting complete trash that you can, again, you don't even have to use Google. You can use AI and have it make the artwork for you. Like, you can't be this down bad. I mean, this at least doesn't look like AI, you know, at least they hired someone to make this game. But for the for the majority of them, they're definitely AI. Like, this one actually, Hentai World, doesn't seem to be AI either, but like, you'll see most of them. I mean, you could tell, like, just by the way it's colored. Yeah, this one's probably real art. But still, is this even a video game? No, it's not. It's just pictures. That's essentially what you're buying the game for. Pictures that you can find off Google. So they don't need to exist. They don't need to be on the eShop. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'm done scrolling for now. But yeah, please let me know what you guys think. Leave a like on the video, share it around. I definitely hope Nintendo could somehow remedy this, but I doubt it. It's already too far gone. I feel like every time I open up the eShop, I'm bound to see something like this. I know I can't be the only one, so I want to share this video with you guys and see what you guys think. So let me know. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I've been CM, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.